and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren from Lauren and the Books. Today, it's nothing to do with books. It's to do with getting rid of all my out-of-date makeup that I've had for... Some of it might have been here for 10 years. And I watched a video recently of somebody talking about something they were doing called Project Pan, whereby they're trying to get down to the pan of all of their makeup. This is a recent purchase. This is an MUA Makeup Academy Eyes palette in Elysium Remastered. And what that means is that they would get down so that they would use so much of this that you'd be able to see the silver on that. And within that video, she was talking a lot about how damaging old makeup can be, particularly old eye makeup. And I sort of listened to that with horror because some of my old eye makeup, particularly eyeshadows and things, are, like I said, 10 years. I've got a palette in here that David's mum bought me, one of the first Christmases we got together, and we've been together 12 years. So, yeah. So the plan is today is to sort out any old makeup and chuck it out and be done with it. But whilst I'm sorting out the old makeup, I'm going to be having a last hurrah and wearing it for the last time. So I'm also going to be doing my face makeup. And I'm going to be sorting out and maybe making a little note of what it is that I need, what it is that I'm throwing out a lot of. And we can have a little chat about makeup in the comments. And you can watch me do this, and it might just be nice and exciting for you. So I will show you the state of this dressing table, which has been like this for ages, because I've been like, oh, I must get round to doing that. I must get round to doing that. I'm going to film it. I'm going to film it. Leave the dressing table. Leave the dressing table. Well, the dressing table is horrific. So let me show you how the dressing table looks and what the sorting out is going to be. So here is the dressing table. There am I. Hi. So this sort of bag is the makeup bag that I use. So these are like the stuff that I use sort of day to day. And then I've got a whole drawer of stuff here. These are the aforementioned things that are going to be chucked shortly. And there's other bits in here like eyeliners I haven't used for years, lipsticks and stuff like that. Then I've got this underneath all of this, which is sort of skincare and other bits. And then I have this here. So this is all going to be tidied. And because I'm going to be getting rid of so much of this makeup, I reckon I can decant this into this drawer. And this can all be lovely and sorted, hopefully. So let's get going and let's put some foundation on. I always use Fenty Beauty. This isn't old, this is new. I get through these without fail. So let's use this in shade 170. Let's put some foundation on. Hiya! I picked a really good day for this because the light in here is bright. So here we go. Let's pin a little bit of fringe back, and then we'll do a base coat, and we know that we're keeping the stuff for the base coat because it's all newish. Something else I've recently bought was, you can tell I went to Superdrug and had a little spend up, and I imagine I'll be having to do that because I'm going to be getting rid of so much. Here's the bin is down here. I bought myself a MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base Correct and Calm in green. You may well be able to see, maybe you can't. I'm quite red without makeup on. I've got quite sort of blemishy skin. There's some spots here. You can see I'm red here. I'm always red in my hairline, my nose is red, my cheeks, and my chin is always a bit red. So I bought this thinking this. Also, if you see me wearing anything and you think I'm doing it wrong, please tell me, because I've never really been all that much into makeup. I've always worn it, but never really known sort of like the deals with it. But I've always been aware that green is a sort of calming one. So I bought this and I've been putting on, where am I going to put the stuff I'm not chucking? Up here. I mean, this doesn't look ideal, but let's put the stuff I'm not chucking here. And then I've used Real Techniques brushes for as long as when Zoe Sugg told me to start using them. So, yeah, blend this in a little bit. Yeah, so never always worn makeup, always had bad skin. So at school, always sneakily was one of the people that wore makeup despite being told no one's allowed to wear makeup until after year 10. So always would put on a bit of concealer and stuff like that because I always had red skin and always was quite spotty. My spots seem to have calmed down a bit since I've been using Skin and Me. They can go out of the way as well, can't they? Because I'm using those. But I've still got red skin. Maybe that's something I should speak to the people at Skin and Me about. Skin and Me is a company that sort of, she's got lots of bits of Skin and Me around, sort of skincare tailored to your skin and what it might be. Is that annoying, that line there? Maybe not. And for example, having red skin, being spotty, and it gives you a little treatment which you put on every night, and you can also have a cleanser and a moisturiser, and there's an SPF available. There's also, I'm going to pull that blind down a little bit. There we go, that's much better. There's also a new one called Hair and Me, so if anyone has used Hair and Me, I'd be very interested in that. So there we go. So I've just put on a little bit of that just to sort of take some of the redness away. Next up, she's using a Fenty Beauty concealer. This is in 4C1 maybe? Oh no, 170C. I also use cruelty-free beauty. So unless you're seeing things here which are really old, which you may well be, stuff is cruelty-free. And Fenty Beauty is cruelty-free. I mean, it's becoming much more of a thing, isn't it? That a lot more beauty products are cruelty-free because that's something that people want and insist upon. So yeah, but it does sadly mean that I used to use the foundation by Clinique. Was it by Clinique? Double Wear, which was the best foundation I've ever used in my entire life. And they are not cruelty-free. And it used to be something to do with, I've got a little dry patch under my eye at the moment. It used to be something to do with the fact that if you sold in China, your products couldn't be cruelty-free because they needed to, it was the law that they had to test on animals there or something. And Clinique sells in China. So we'll love the day that hopefully we'll get to when Double Wear Clinique does not test on animals, so I can go there. But in the meantime, I've been using Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter foundation. Go through, probably, this is in tone 170, just like my concealer, and probably go through 2 or 3 bottles of that a year. It's not the cheapest, but I feel confident in its coverage. Also, my face never really keeps makeup on the whole day. Also, you'll be thinking, what on earth is all this this pale stuff going on? I'll warm myself up, I'll warm myself up. Yeah, by the end of the day, makeup is always off my face. I've bought primers. Here's one from Primark, for instance, but will I hang on to that? Yeah. They're cruelty-free, but makeup and beauty in Primark. But I feel like they make me spotty primers, so interested to hear. In fact, this will be very interesting. I'm interested in all of your makeup tips below and recommendations, because after I get rid of a lot of what's here today, I imagine I'm gonna have to chuck out quite a lot. I also need to get into the situation where I'm actually washing my brushes as well, rather than having to buy new ones because I let it get so far. Okay, right, so I've done enough with that, and then I move on to a beauty blender, always covered in fluff and hair, and sort of pad that in, and I feel like that takes away some of the harshness of it. And what I haven't got here at the moment, which is something I need to buy, I haven't had for a long time, is a powder, like a setting powder. I'll just check that I've got nothing in here. Oh, I've got like this, so I've got, this is gonna have to be chucked because it's really, really old. Fenty Beauty, a Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighting Duo in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. And this is, she's got to the pan on this, so well done, but it is time to go. So this is going to come across, because it's already, this is my blusher brush as well, but I'm just trying to do a little bit of setting here. This isn't how you use highlighter, but there we go. So this is now going, this is very old. I've got 2 of these. I don't know where the other one, oh here it is. This one is a little bit less used. Oh, this one's nice, but again, they say on here they should be used within 9 months. I have had this, I remember using it at choir on my first Christmas show, which was like 9 years ago. She's desperately trying to get more of it out before she goes, but these are the first 2 casualties. But I mean, I don't feel devastated about this because I've used a lot of these. But yeah, there we go. That one was in Lightning, Dust and Fire Crystal, and this one's in Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. Into the bin they go. Then recently, I bought myself a couple of new ones of these, and these are sort of like, went into a drugstore. I need to do a Fenty Beauty makeup buy. And there's also a makeup brand I keep seeing selling to me on Instagram, which I think recently people have been using it on Love Island, whereby there's like this blue lip gloss that you put on and then you rub it off and it's a lip stain. They also do some amazing looking highlighters. Highlighters and eyeshadow sticks and eyeliners. So I need to do that. But anyway, this is from MUA, who are cruelty free. This is their matte blush powder in Rose Tea, and this has got 12 months on it. So next summer, this needs to get chucked. And in fact, maybe I need to be a bit more like putting the dates on things when I've got them. Do you guys throw your makeup away after a certain amount of time? Because I never had, and then when I started thinking about how dangerous it could be in terms of like eyesight and things, I thought, yeah, maybe I should. Right, okay, this is a highlighter, Revolution highlighter by so Dare to Divulge, and this you need to be using 12 months, so she's got plenty of time again to use this. But yeah, there we go. I quite like a highlighter. There we go, she's hanging on to those. Okay, other things we've got in here which are staying. This is a recent purchase. This is Lacura, which is Aldi. You'll see there's a whole range of stuff in here, guys, from sort of like higher end stuff to Primark and Aldi stuff. This is Lacura Hydrated Tinted Moisturiser in SPF 30 with squalane and hyaluronic acid. I quite rate this, and because it's a moisturiser, I thought, oh, this is for the days when I can't be bothered to put any makeup on and I need a bit of SPF on. And it does the job. It is a bit sort of one note in terms of coverage, because it's a moisturiser, it sort of gets absorbed and then you're left with a sort of like, your face is all one colour. But I think it was like a £5. So yeah, but that's only got 6 months on it, so that needs to go come the new year. Like I said, I bought myself a new eyeshadow palette, because now will be the good time to chuck out all my eyeshadow palettes. But all of my eyeshadows, basically all of them, were made by Urban Decay. The Urban Decay Naked palettes, which are sort of cult beauty things. I've also got a Zoella one from Brunch Date by Colourpop, which I loved when I bought. I remember getting it like imported from America, and look, she's used, well, I've got down to the pan on 2 of them, but I remember being so excited about that bright blue and never using it. Some of them are like extra slice, she's never even touched that, and Fresh Toast, she's never even touched that either. So yeah, that's got to go. But that I feel less pained about, but this I feel really pained about because these were assets of mine. These cost in there 40 quid, maybe even more than that now, and David's mum used to get me one for Christmas most years. And I remember getting the first one, which was this Naked 3 one, and feeling like I'd arrived because I finally had sort of like posh girl makeup and feeling delighted about it. But it says these are to be used in 12 months. And like I said, I've had this one going nearly 12 years. Considering she's had it nearly 12 years, she hasn't used anything up sort of that end, and I think that might be a bit of a pattern. So I've got to the pan, so I've finished one of them, and I've got to the pan on 1, 2, 3 of them, and the rest of them are all sort of sitting there. And do you know what? They're bloody lovely colours, so it's such a shame. That might be the one I use. Naked Heat, she's got to the pan of 2 of them. This is so hard for me to throw them away, but I know this is what I need to do. Naked Honey, which is gorgeous, they don't even make that anymore. I've got to the pan on 1 of them. Oh my god, this is so painful to do. It's so painful, but I know it needs doing. Naked Cyber. This is a more recent one, and I've got to the pan on 3 of them. But this one's never even been touched. Bite. Naked Cherry. I've finished 1, and I've got to the pan on 2. Oh god, it's so painful to do. It's so painful to do, because that's like 300 quid's worth of makeup there. But I know I can't hang on to it. I know I can't. I know they've got to go because it's dangerous. But also, will I just say, can I, that if you've got to use one of these in, oh, okay, some of these have got 24 months on. I mean, that's still irrelevant. I've had all of these over 24 months. What's my most recent one? Naked Cyber. Maybe that, did I get that last Christmas or the Christmas before? I've only ever got these for Christmas. maybe Naked Cyber can hang on, which is my least favourite out of all of them. I mean, of course, my most favourite is the honey one. I mean, look at some of these, and because they're all named after like queens and stuff like that, because it's a beehive one. Oh God, painful. Naked Cyber, 24 months. Do I want to risk it? It's not. I think if I'm being realistic, it definitely wasn't last Christmas. I don't think it was the Christmas before. So there we go. That's made the decision up. So they've got to go. They've got to go because they could potentially be doing me damage. But let's use them for one last damage in time. What one do I want to use? My favourite, Naked Honey. Oh God, listen. That's so sad to me. Their brushes are really nice as well, but they've all been there as well. Right, okay, let's go for Golden, which was my fave. A lot of these will be limited edition, so they won't even do them anymore. And they're so nice and pigmented, look. Oh, this is so painful. This is so painful to do, but I know. Beautiful. I mean, I'm saying beautiful, maybe not so beautiful with my green t-shirt. Well, let's go over the top with this amber. Let's go into the crease with amber. Just sort of making it calm down a little bit. There we go. Again, this will all be tidied up at some point. Thank you for your duty. But yeah, so what I was going to say before I got waylaid by that being 24 months is that how is anyone using all of these up in 24 months? I mean, maybe people are. Maybe that should be my challenge. If I ask for one of these for Christmas this year and then I use it, see if I can use it within the 24 months. There we go. Oh, David, this is so painful.
What, because you're throwing loads away?
Yeah.
Good.
It's so painful though. These have been with me for a long time. So yeah, so the ones that will be staying.
It's a learning experience.
It is a learning experience. One of these I got sent by a Swedish brand. Yeah. This is 18, so these haven't even been touched. So, I mean, they're not exactly colours that I would probably use, to be honest. But this got sent to me with a book, and this is from the Swedish brand Farg. Don't stand in the shadow, wear it. But I've had that's got 18 months on, I've never even used it. So does the like time that you're supposed to use it in start from when you've used it? I mean, I'm not going to use any of those. This one is from Revolution. The absolute state of it is called Dual Fixation, and I bought it purely because my cousin Laura had it and had this gorgeous little purple little glitter, and it made me feel like I was like in the 90s again. So I bought it because she had it. To be fair, I've got through 1, 2, 3 of them. I remember buying this 12 months, yeah. I remember buying this on the first choir holiday I went to with my cousin Laura, which wasn't last May, it was the May before, and it's got 12 months on it. So that's got to go as well. But that lilac glitter did me some good times. So that is, oh no, hold on, because I've got a bag of stuff here as well. I don't think there's any. I'm going through and doing eyeshadow. Oh yeah, so here's, oh, I've got an old concealer there that can definitely go. So something that is supposed to be very, very dangerous, and you definitely can't do, is use liquid. They're even worse apparently for your eye. Oh, there's more. They're even worse apparently for your eyes using liquid. So I've got one here, which was NYX Ultimate Glow Shots. I've got 2 of these. I don't know where the other one's gone. This one's called Clementine Fine. And then I've got one that's called like Mango or Golden or something. But yeah, apparently these are really particularly bad if they go outside of their... Oh God, that might say 4 months. Or does it say 6 months? She hasn't got her glasses on. 6 months. So yeah, so that's got to go. I've also got a Urban Decay single eyeshadow that I bought in a sort of greeny colour called Zodiac. That I've had years. Barely used that. That's got to go. Then I've got a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. These only got 6 months. I think the wetter stuff, I mean, I've used quite a lot of that. That's a shame to see the back of that, but there we go. She's being very brave. She's being very, very brave. Okay, I think that might be it in terms of eyeshadows. I'm sure if we come along more, we can throw more away. Okay. The eyeshadow that is staying is this more recently purchased MUA, which isn't anywhere near as glam as these ones, but I've been using them and they're okay. The colours, it's got 10 eyeshadows plus a black kohl and a sort of like white kohl. And these need to be used, I've already said this, within the eyeliner needs to be used in 6 months, and this needs to be used in 12 months. But yeah, I mean, the colours are similar to the ones that I've just thrown away in the cherry palette. But yeah, okay, that stays, but maybe I think I'll put on my Christmas list one this year. Okay, so brows, I've got quite a lot of brow stuff to throw. I've got a crappy old brow bar thing that I bought from, I think, even B&M, from W7, which you sometimes get in TK Maxx as well, but that's very old. That can go. And this is one that I bought more recently. Have I got anything else browy in here? No. This is MUA Brow Define Tinted Brow Mascara with fibres, castor oil and vitamin E. And I must say, I'm getting on well with this. This you can only have for 6 months. But I'm getting on well with it. I think it goes on well and it stays on well. But this little brush keeps falling out. And I went for the tone mid brown. And I quite like brows when they're like just sort of brushed and you can see the brush strokes in them. And then they're just sort of left. I was always really frightened of plucking my eyebrows when I was younger because it used to cause me so much pain, and I also knew I didn't really know what I was doing. So luckily, I never really touched my eyebrows when I was younger, and I feel like I'm paying off now because my mum plucked the shit out of her eyebrows when she was younger, and she's still trying to grow them back now. So yeah, so I feel quite pleased that I was so nervous in my brow skills that I did do it. But yeah, I mean, these are the sort of brows. I love a thick brow, and I'm really pleased with those. So yeah, that stays, and I would probably get that again rather than go elsewhere. No other brow stuff I think to get ready. Oh, in the meantime, let's do lip balms just so we can have a lip balm working a job. This is from Superdrug, from that very same Superdrug haul. This is the Vitamin E Skincare Lip Balm. Vitamin E range is so cheap from Superdrug, and it's amazing. So that will definitely get used. I used to be a bit of a lip balm hound, but I seem to only have, oh no, I've got one here. Oh, a few, yeah, some of these will need to go. I've got Burt Bees ones, which I really like, but that is very old. That needs to go. I've got a Labello, which I bought when we were on our honeymoon, which was 2 years ago in June, and that should have been used in 12 months, so that's got to go. I've got a O'Keeffe's Lip Repair, because my lips were really, really bad earlier this year, and somebody recommended this. You get 36 months on that for some reason, but it did the job, and that will stay. And then I've got, along with the refills, a refillable wild lip balm, and I did a job lot of refills earlier this year, and I've still got, I think, 3 of them left and 1 in there. And this is they sent me this for Christmas a couple of years, no, last year maybe. I don't know what that's in there at the moment, maybe mango or something. So a refillable case, and then the refills I've got to go in there are coconut and vanilla, passion fruit swirl and watermelon. All feel pretty summery to me, but there we go. So she's got those to hang on to as well. That's lip balms. Let's move on to blushes, since she's done blushes. So this I bought from the same haul that I did when I, oh no, maybe I bought this when I went to with my cousin. So this is a fast base blush, cream cheeks for colour and lips. There is so much of this in here. I can't ever imagine a world where I would get through this much blush in 12 months. Also, that feels like quite a summery tone as well, so that would have to be done in summer, but I only bought that when I went away with Laura earlier this year, so that's that. I've put a few blushes down there already. This has got to go as well. This is a really nice one. This is a Naked Threesome. It's a bronzer, highlighter and blush, but you can see what I was mainly using. the highlighter and the blush. But yeah, I've had that ages, and that should have been used after 24 months. Oh my god, it's so painful. Is it getting less painful? I don't think it is. Oh, I found another lip balm. This is Lip Rescue by Canaray, which I got, oh, best before the 10th. Oh, that's better. It gives you a date. Best before the 10th of 2025. So she's got a little bit left on that. It's a CBD lip balm. It smells sort of a bit medicinal, to be honest. I've got a little brush for eyebrows. She'll hang on to that as well. That can't be painful. And then should we move on to eyeliners, which, have we got any more blushes? Oh yeah, we've got more blushes here. We've got more blushes here, guys. There's so much hair everywhere as well. Oh, and another, oh, what flavour is that? Oh, if that's the pineapple one, it's going. When I was in TK Maxx last year, I bought, yeah, it is. I love Carmex. It really reminds me of like going out with my mate Ryan when I was younger, because he used to always wear Carmex. And I saw a pineapple one and I bought it, and I was so excited. And it leaves such a horrible taste in my mouth, even when I'm just putting it on my lips, that it's got to go, and I just hang on to these things without doing it. Blushes. This is a very, very old one from a cruelty-free beauty box I got. I mean, I did well with that, look. But that only had 12 months on it, and God knows how long ago I got that. This is a Revolution Blush and Highlight, which should only be kept for 6 months. She's had that as long as I can remember. Cloud Paint by Glossier. I remember one year my mum got, this was definitely more than 6 months ago, one year me and Charlotte, my sister, both asked for sort of Glossier stuff for Christmas. I do recommend their stuff. That might be somewhere I go actually, to have a replace of a few bits, but that is old. Fenty Beauty, oh that's painful to throw that away, isn't it? But I've had that for a long time as well. Rose Rave Diamond Bond. Oh, let's put a little bit on before we say goodbye for forever. I'm going to be so made up today. When my nan comes around for dinner tonight, she's going to think, what's going on? Right, goodbye. And has she got any more? Oh yeah, this is disgusting. It's on its last legs. This is Super Dewy Liquid Blush by Revolution. I bought that the same time I bought that makeup palette, so that needs to go as well. But I've been using that until recently. Okay. Oh, here's the other liquid eyeliner, eyeshadow I found, of the Glow Shot. This is in Golden Goji. This was lovely, but like I said, apparently VV bad. Put that in there. Okay. Right, next on to eyeliners and things. Yeah. Okay, eyeliners. Well, I imagine if using liquid eyeshadow is bad, then using out-of-date eyeliner is probably also V bad. So, what did I buy most recently? Not this NYX one, and the brush has gone all skew-if on that, so that's got to be chucked. Revolution, I think this one is the most recent. These two are the most recent. I might have bought these at the same time, which feels insane that I would buy two of these at the same time, but I think I did. So those two can stay, as in I think I bought them, oh, they've only got 6 months on though. Did I buy them in the past 6 months? One of these I did. I feel like I remember buying it. Or did I buy them at the same time? Should I be being more careful? I'm going to hang on to this one. No, I'm going to hang on to both of them. I'm sure it was in the last 6 months. This is why you need to be careful. Right, and then I've got eyeliners in here, which definitely are from years and years ago. So I've got loads of NYX ones. I went through a stage of buying loads of different coloured liquid eyeliners. A red one, a white one, a blue one, and that is black. Oh, and here's yellow, so they're all going. Then I've got two Barry M eyeliners in red, green. They're going. I can keep me eyelash curlers. They're not going to do me any harm, are they? And let's just have a look and see if we've got any other eyeliners here. Oh yeah, we've got a Kohl eyeliner, God knows. Oh, that's a Marks and Spencer's one. So that probably came from a Marks and Spencer's Beauty advent calendar, which I haven't had in 4 years. Another eyeliner. Oh, another one of those NYX ones. That's the black one. That can go. Has she got any more in here? Bra stuff. That can go. That can go. Okay. Well done. Right, mascaras. I'm still yet to find a mascara that I bond with. I find I get a lot of mascara. Oh, let's put the eyeliner on. I should have used one of the ones that I threw away, but let's put this one on. She hasn't got, oh, I have got a Kohl eyeliner. There we go. Eyelinered. Oh, go and wash my hands. Washed. Right, mascaras. Yeah, like I said, I still haven't yet to find a mascara that I've fully bonded with, that stays on all day. And you'll see the remnants of how many different mascaras I've tried over the years. So, the one I'm using at the moment is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. I only bought it in a little one because I wanted to try it. It was okay. You get 6 months on this, and I bought it in May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We're getting there. I'll have to put a new one on my Christmas or birthday list. Now, if you have a recommendation for a cruelty-free mascara that does not budge, I'll take it. Please, please, please. This one builds quite well, but I still find remnants of it on my cheeks underneath when I've been wearing it. And it's very low when I go to the toilet after I've been at work all morning and I'm like, oh, I've got makeup all around my face and no one's told me. But here we go. There we go, little guy. But yeah, the ones that have sort of been bought. Oh, this one I used to quite get on with, but it doesn't exist anymore. This is Essence, which you could get in Wilkinson's, Lash Princess, False Lash Effect Mascara in waterproof. And they did all sorts of different ones of this. The packaging is revolting, but it used to be very, very good. Fenty Beauty I bought, and it is wet and horrible, does not stay on at all. A Charlotte Tilbury one I had once, that's probably already made it. That was wet and horrible. Oh, what's this? Oh no, it's a lip balm. This is a Lift and Define 5D Lash Waterproof from Revolution. I found it very dry, and it would sort of fall off. Look, you can see already bits coming underneath my eyeballs. And then a Soap and Glory one, which I was also told thick and fast waterproof mascara. Packaging's lovely. Too wet. Too wet, too wet. Have I got any more in here? No. Right, before we go on to lips, let's, oh, hold on, I've got a few sort of rando bits. So a setting spray, God knows how long that I've had that. And then brushes, because I've either got to start washing my brushes or start chucking them out, because you'll see how many brushes I've got. These ones are new ones. These ones, I bought them in a Boots sale. A couple of the Revolution ones can stay. So these ones are, I've got two eyeshadow brushes, a foundation brush, and a blusher brush, and a sponge that I get. But these ones are old, and they should probably just go, if I'm being honest. Yeah, they can just go. But I need to wash those going forward. Okay. There's a lipstick. Oh God, everything is so covered in hair. Lucky my I'm going to wash this. This is very cute. My sister-in-law bought me this. It's a makeup bag from Eleanor Boma, and it's got all notable women on it. Malala, Michelle Obama, Greta Thunberg, Marie Curie, Rosa Parks, Emmeline Pankhurst, Florence Nightingale, and Frida Kahlo. But that needs to go in the wash. Right, lipsticks. Let's start with the ones that are more recent and hang on to those. So, Revolution. This one bought in Rebel Rust. That's new-ish. I mean, I bought that in May when I bought the rest of the stuff. Doesn't tell you how long you have it for though. Oh, 6 months, okay. And Other Stories, I bought that this year as well. That's a lovely red, that can stick around, but again, oh, that's got 18 months on it. Weird, isn't it, the difference between some of them have got such a long time. Now we're getting into sort of unknown territory. All of the Fenty Beauty ones I know I've had a long time, so I know they've got to go. And you know what the sad thing is that they don't even make them anymore. That one's horrible, so that one can go. I wasn't impressed with that. That one's called Vamps Who Brunch. But this one I loved, and I should have worn it more before I knew. This is Tang Thang, and it's not for now, but it's a gorgeous sort of summery, orangey red. Goodbye Tang Thang, forever, because they don't do it anymore. I've got Topshop makeup here, which hasn't existed in as long as I can remember, so we can get rid of the Topshop one. I've got Lime Crime ones, which also are really, really old. Now these are again, we're getting to the painful ones. A L'Oreal one that can go. Oh God, this is so long, but it's such a nice one. Wild Safari by oh my God, what was her name? Tanya Burr. Do you remember when she did makeup? Got that. That's really old. Right, now these are the painful ones, because these are the expensive ones. Oh, what's that Fenty Beauty thing there? Oh no, that can go as well. Oh, and a Revolution lip balm. the lip liner. Right, these are the 3 that are going to pain me. So these are the ones that I'll use 4, sorry. So I've got 2 Charlotte Tilbury ones. These are the more expensive lipsticks. 1 in Glastonbury. That's such a lovely autumn shade, but I've had it for so long. 18 months. And this one I bought for my wedding. Pillow Talk. Or is it just called Pillow Talk? They've got to go. Oh my god, it's so painful. This Lisa Eldridge red lipstick is lovely, but it fell out of the thing like one of the first times I used it, and I've always struggled to use it since then. But the case is lovely. It's a little magnetic one. I would definitely get that again. And then I've got a Chanel lipstick. Again, fell out of the case. And she hasn't used it. It's a bit mucky. But yeah, these are painful to get rid of, but lovely things to have. I'll put on the Lisa Eldridge as a goodbye my lover, goodbye my friend situation. Are you proud of me?
I'm proud of you, but that lipstick I've just finished editing and all I heard was goodbye my lover.
Goodbye my friend.
Goodbye my friend, and then I laugh.
There we go, look, you can see I've pulled that down, but it stayed up, so they're going. Right, okay. I've got so much makeup on for a girl who simply sat inside. Oh no, now she's wiped it all around there. Okay. Let's have an actual, that's all the makeup. So, oh, I found some more bloody brushes that need to go in the bin. Let's have a tidy up and I'll show you. No, Alexa, stop. I said let's have a tidy up. And then I'll show you what I'm keeping and what's going in the bin. And then I'll maybe have a chat about what it is I need to replace. Done. And I've even brushed and straightened my hair for the occasion. It's quite a lot that we're getting rid of, guys. In fact, let's go top down on it. It's quite a lot. So yeah, this is the full box of stuff that's being got rid of. I feel less stressed about it now it's all in here. Like the hard thing was deciding to get rid of it. Now it's going, it's fine. And if I just show you what is left, this is now my makeup, all the makeup I own. So, I mean, I've got everything here that I need. I've got mascara, I've got a highlighter, I've got a blusher, I've got a palette, I've got 2 lipsticks. But there's things that I am going to want to have. But at the moment, I'm happy with this. There's nothing, I'm not going without anything here. Like I've got everything. I've got a liquid eyeliner, I've got a kohl eyeliner. I've got everything I could need. But I will be popping maybe a few things on my birthday and Christmas list. And I will be thinking about that pan project going forward. So yeah, there we go. I've done it. It's something I've been meaning to do for so long. And I am pleased that it's now done. So yeah, now to go and put it in the actual bin. And start my new, potentially eye infection free makeup life. I'll see you all again soon for another Witchy video. Goodbye.